Hey guys, what's going on? So this is a video about legendary heroes, and specifically the price of legendary heroes. And this feels like the best time to do this because I just realized something. So the way that so legendary heroes are obviously going to be the best heroes in this game, that being Necromancer, Zeus, and Fortuna. Fortuna probably objectively being the best hero currently, because for the most part you don't. The reason why, so Necromancer is normally good obviously in toxic decks. You obviously see it in a Spirit Master deck as well, because of the insta kill, is very good for that deck. It also you're usually using a lot less units than you normally would. You don't really need Zeus because your scrappers can basically upgrade all of your cards just very quickly anyway, and you're not running a lot of Spirit Masters. And then because you're not running a lot of Spirit Masters on the field, Fortuna you don't really benefit from. Fortuna, for the most part, is probably the best hero of the three. Zeus used to be for a very long time, but recently, because there's not a lot of Tribunal, Tribunals don't hit as hard as they used to before Death Waves, back when double bosses, triple bosses were a thing. Zeus has kind of lost its importance. And it's actually very easy to keep level 7s, level 6s in Death Waves, because you're getting either mini versions of a Tribunal or you're not even getting Tribunal at all, and all you need is more damage, and that's what Fortuna provides. So if you are going to farm a legendary hero, I would recommend Fortuna as the highest priority. As you can see, I've been farming a Necromancer ever since you had the ability to buy shards from the events from way back when. And they took it away for a very long time, obviously, and then they just brought it back. Now, I was very excited about this because that's exactly how I was farming. I was getting basically 5 shards for $12. When I say $12, I mean you have the ability to buy the pass for $10, and then using the hot offer right here, you had the ability to buy 2 additional packs for $1, and that got you, I want to say, 5 shards from what it was before. The values are very different, so don't use that as a complete litmus test. But essentially, that was a good deal to me. It was much better than the other deals that they were offering, and it was a very obvious deal to take because, as we know, it should be where if the quickest you can get something should be the most expensive, and as it takes longer to get something, it should be less expensive. And what a very direct comparison that I can make is during an event, any event, you have the ability to buy a hero pack. This is $100 for 10 of your choice. The fact that you can buy this every single event whenever it comes back, and you can pick any hero, is why the price tag is so much. You have the ability to just straight up buy $100 or use $100, buy 10 shards, just automatic every single event. Now, if you wanted to slow this process down, the slower way to do this, it would be in expeditions. In the mercenary camp, there is always going to be a seasonal offer, but this is obviously going to be every 30 days. So once a month, you have this rotates, and you can buy technically 3 of them. But with the other one, you also have the ability to buy more of them. And you can buy 3 of them, and it's every single event. As you know, events rotate much more frequently. So right now we are in Mirror Match, which ends in 17 hours, and then Rush for Glory will start in 3 days, and then 10 days from that you get Royal Trial, or 10 days from now you get Royal Trials, and so you have them more frequently per month, and so you have more of an opportunity to buy this 3 times and then 3 times and then 3 times, and you can buy it like that. But obviously the double the amount price tag is obviously going to be much worse. The better version of this would be to buy it through Expeditions. The problem with Expeditions, even though you're getting $50 for 10 shards, the problem with Expeditions is that you're only getting this offer once per month, and you don't have the ability to pick. So right now, if you don't care about Necromancer, you have to wait 27 more days in order for it to rotate again. So if you're trying to farm Fortuna, good luck with the next 27 days. You're not going to be able to buy it through this. And so they just brought out 2 things. And this is what made me want to bring this whole thing up to begin with. So right now, you have the ability to buy legendary heroes in here, $25 for 5 shards. Obviously, if you do the math, $50 for 10 shards is exactly what this is. So this is essentially the same offer that you get from Expeditions. What I wanted to know, because that is the same offer, the fact that you're able to buy 10 of these, if you are going to super whale out, this is what I would recommend. And I know what you're thinking, but what about the fact that they brought them back to events? This was the thing that I was the most excited for. I was wondering, when are they going to come back to events? And so I wanted to do the math. And the math is not great. This should be the cheapest way to get event units, which is what it was before. And that's why I was doing it. That's why I have a level 27 Necromancer, because I was slow farming it through events. And let's do some math. Currently, in an event, you're getting 180 shards for the event. So each event, you're getting 180 shards for $10. If you multiply this by $5 events, so you're doing $10 per event, $5 would be $50, right? $50, as we know from Expeditions, which is the best way to it's a better way to get 10 shards than the 10 shards for $100, right? You're getting 10 shards for $50. So 180 event tokens over the course of 5 events, because each event is each event is $10. 10 times 5 is 50. You're getting 180 tokens. You are getting 900 tokens per event. I'm sorry, $900. Okay, there's a lot of numbers going on. 900 event tokens for $50 over the course of 5 events. Whatever this divides into, you should get more than 10 shards. It costs 300 event tokens to get 2 shards. If you divide this by 300, 3 times 2 is 5. You're getting the same amount. At best, you're getting 3 times 2, and it's $50. Or 3 times 2 is 5. I'm sorry. You're getting this 3 times. That's how it works. You're getting, because you can buy this 3 times. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what made me mad. You can buy this 3 times. Because it's 900 tokens. If you could buy this 3 times for $50, that would give you 6 shards. 6 shards for $50 is not the same as 10 shards for $50. The actual best way to buy this, if you wanted to buy this, is actually in Expeditions for $50 for 10 shards. That is the actual most efficient way to buy legendary heroes. And if that is an insane price tag to you, legendary heroes are not for you. And legendary heroes are obviously the best heroes in this game. Whenever you face a legendary hero, in whatever deck, and they have a level 100, like, Fortuna, if they have a level 100 Zeus, they have a level 100 Necromancer, there's always that feeling like you're probably going to lose, right? And that's what it buys you. $50 for 10 shards is now just the going rate, because it's not actually better at all to farm in events. And this isn't like, this isn't me exposing the secret. This is just math. You could figure this out yourself. If you played the event for $10 5 times and you did it just to farm fragments, you would only get for $50 6 fragments. At which point, straight up buying, $50 for 10 fragments is just the better deal. I never thought that I would say this, but these $25, like, for 5 shards is actually the best value that you're going to get for legendary heroes, because you can buy 10 right now. And you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for it to rotate per month in order to get the one you want. So if you are planning on getting, like, if you are trying to farm legendary heroes, this is the price tag. And it's currently the best version of like, what's in the game. Unless they look at this and change these values, that is actually the best value in the game. It's $50 for 10 shards. If they change this to 200, I think even that would drastically change all of these numbers. If they change this to 200 for 2 fragments, you're getting 180 per event times 5 events, which would be $50. If you divided that by 200, you would get 4.5. That would actually, no, that would still be bad. Because then you could buy it 4.5 times, and that would still only be 8 shards. That would still actually, that would actually still be bad. Even if they cut 100 event tokens off of the current price tag, it would still be bad, and it would still be 8 fragments when you could use that exact same money and get 10 fragments. So it would still be bad, and it would still need to be less than 200, or you have to get more than 180 per event. I remember back what the event was before they did the event token change up. You were getting 250 event tokens. And that's why you had the ability to get 2.5 tokens, or 2.5 legendary heroes per event that rolled around. And that's when it was really good. You had 50 on the free side, 200 on the paid side. And so if you spent $10, you would get 250. 250 times 5 would be $12.50. If you divided that by the current price tag of 300, you'd be able to buy 4 of them. And that would be 8, which again is still worse than 10 for $50. If they went back to the old 250 and also took 100 off the price tag, you could buy it 6 times, and that would be 12. That is pretty much the only point where it would get better, and that's so many ifs. The amount of ifs in that statement is crazy. If they change it back to 250 for $10, if they lower the cost from 300 to 200, like, what I'm saying, man, is legendary heroes are expensive. And if $50 for 10 shards doesn't sound good to you, you're never going to get a legendary hero, because there's no better way to get it. Currently in the game, this is actually the best way to get it. It is the most value for your money. It is definitely not farming it through events. But yeah, that's it.